Just like many other things in life, Wildside stories don't always turn out as we plan or expect. We knew it was a shot in the dark when we went out to try and watch the dramatic dance of American Woodcocks. It did not happen as we hoped, but it was far more entertaining than we might have imagined.
Sorry I couldn't be here, but I'm glad you guys were here tonight to be able to take my crew. I think about 5 or 6 folks showed up tonight to do this. Neat thing about being a park ranger is every day is different, and you never know what's going to come down the pike, and you never know what to expect. But most of us are educators, and we're law enforcement and paramedics and rescuers, etc. There was somebody in the park that needed some help today, and so that is why I was late. We had to make sure he got the help he needed and got safely off the park.
My wife and I enjoy going to different activities that are sponsored at the different state parks. We try to go somewhere every week. We came out to a spot in the Cedar Glade where typically in the springtime you might see some wildflowers and things, but right now there's mostly sage grass in the open fields, and we were hoping to see a couple of the woodcock birds perhaps doing their dance that they're famous for.
Even if we don't see the birds, it's really great to be out here. And it's great tonight because we never get to come out here at night. So it's pretty wonderful. It's so peaceful, quiet.
I didn't think I'd ever heard of woodcock before, and I was interested, and it's always interesting. And I wanted to get out of the house for a while.
So I'd rather be outside than just about anything in the world. So seeing birds and seeing them in their natural habitat, they pick the most beautiful places to live. So why not go?
You got to wait till after dusk before the birds come out. So we didn't have really high hopes that we would get to see a whole lot, but we do think we may have heard a couple from a distance, but we couldn't validate that we actually saw anything.
I'm anxious for when she gets here to see what she can share with us, and I always learn something. It doesn't matter who it is that's teaching.
Thank you all for your patience. I'm glad it kind of worked out this way, because it would have been really hard for me in the situation I was in today to email y'all and say, sorry guys, it's off and everything and whatnot. So I hope, it sounds like you heard some, huh? Maybe.
We think we heard maybe 3, 4, 5 times.
If you're close enough, they actually have a little soft call like a hiccup. It's kind of a hic, peet, hic, peet, hic. It is a shorebird, like the sandpipers and the killdeer. And so it's this odd little bird. Everything about it is odd and weird and just goes against kind of almost being a bird at times. This time of the year, the male woodcocks are leaving the wintering grounds, which is down in Louisiana and the Mississippi Delta and the southern states that don't get all the snow and frost, because 80% of their diet is earthworms. I mean, that's like their favorite thing. It makes up 80% of their diet, and they pretty much eat their weight, which is about 6 to 7 ounces, in earthworms a night. When they leave those grounds, they're looking for areas like this that are nice and open, have a little bit of shrubbery stuff to them, short stems, and wide open places that they can nest. They start out the dance by making a nasal peent, kind of a peent, peent. It's almost insect sounding, like a cricket or something, peent. And they're kind of bobbing around and peent, changing directions, moving all around, making this peent, peent for several minutes. They jump up about 50 feet in the air. They start flying in a very wide circle. So they start this, and they're narrowing a funnel. They're making a funnel, so they're getting smaller and smaller with their circles as they go up about 200, 300 feet up in the sky, and they stop. Then you hear their true song that they make. It's almost a thrush-like, and it kind of sounds like hissing sounds, and they will zigzag now. Instead of making circles and funneling up, they will zigzag back down. So it's they get about to that 50 feet off the ground again, plop, right down in the same spot where they started.
You know, it's kind of hit or miss when you come out. And I guess tonight was a miss.
But that's okay. It's been a fun evening. Sometimes you see what you come for and sometimes you don't, and we might try again, but I mean, you can't beat the night. I mean, it's just been a beautiful evening. The sky is just lit up in a pretty little pink salmon haze. It's just gorgeous, and the weather is fabulous, and meeting nice people.